Since we have learned Aeolian, Dorian, and Phrygian across the neck, it's quite a simple task now to learn the last mode, Locrian, everywhere. Do you believe me now when I say you already know it? I bet you do. Since you understood Phrygian in the last lesson, this will be simplicity at its finest. Remember that by looking at the same scales in different ways, we can achieve great results. But you already knew that, right? Let me show you once again, so come inside. So, we finally hit Locrian over the fretboard. This has been a bit of work, but I know you can handle it. Our first thing to understand is that if we start in a major scale from the 7th note, we get a Locrian scale. So, if we played E Locrian, the formula is half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, and a whole step. Great. Now let's play the major scale it actually came from. That would be, of course, F. Remember the major scale is whole step, half step, whole step, and a half step. Notice that all the same notes exist in the scales once again. Damn, we are good. The only difference is that we're starting on F instead of E. Keep that in your head as we look at the Dorian scale for the moment. We will keep it relative to our key, so our starting note will be G or the 3rd fret. We played this before, and our formula will be whole step, half step, whole step, half step, and a whole step. Notice again that we have all the same notes except we started on the note G. Now for the trick once again. It is the chords that we play that outline the sound of our scale, just as in our last lesson on Phrygian. Glad that you have caught on to this simple but beautiful information. When in relation to the same key, everything is relative to itself. Come back so we can finish this last mode later. I know you have this stuff down now, so let's finish it off. Let's first play the simple Locrian shape that you see on your screen from the note E on the 6th string, 12th fret. Let's play that with the jam track, which is just playing the 7th chord in the key of F, which is an E minor 7 flat 5 chord. As we play, listen to the tonality of the scale. Cool. Let's play the F Ionian scale in position of the key. That will be on the note F or the 1st fret. Let's play the scale over the same backing track and listen to the tonality. Are you ready? So what do we notice again? I hope you heard that they both sounded pretty much exactly the same except for the starting note. Once again, this is the point that I've been trying to hit home in your head. It just freaks me out how cool this is. Most people only know how to play the Locrian shape right on the root of the chord, but we have all the other shapes or boxes to play all over the neck. This example will work with all the boxes or modes. You can try and figure that out yourself or come back for the last part of this lesson in Locrian Freakout later. Welcome back for our Locrian finale. I set up a backing track with the chords E minor 7 flat 5 and E diminished over A. These chords both come from the key of F major. The E minor 7 flat 5 is the 7th chord in the key, and E diminished is the triad 7th chord in the same key. This is a great Locrian progression for you to jam on. All we need to know is where to start all of our scales. Remember that Locrian is just the major scale starting on the 7th note. what we're going to do is to play through the entire modal pattern starting on F major through E Locrian. When we play these over this chord progression, we get a Locrian sound across the entire fretboard. Are you ready to try that with me? Remember to watch the shapes if you forget. Your knowledge of the fretboard just increased 1,000,000,000%. How do you feel about that? Pretty good, I bet. Turn off the video and jam with this track for a few hours. See you later.